first time in over 2 years. Our reporter Gail Davis has been speaking to Enzo Maresca. We will speak to her very soon indeed. But first of all, let's go to Vinny O'Connor, who's at Liverpool for us. And Vinny, just bring us up to speed. What is the team news and how is Arne Slot going to be approaching this match off the back of those losses?
Well, the team news is pretty much what we expected. Alisson has been ruled out until after the international break, so won't play any part against Chelsea. They'll know after this international break, or get a better idea at least anyway, as to when he might be able to return to first-team action. But clearly, Mamardashvili will now make his Premier League debut for Liverpool against Chelsea at the weekend. It looks a bit better for Hugo Ekitike and Federico Chiesa. Both are training today, so a decision will be taken over their involvement. But obviously, the injury worries compounded the fact that Liverpool have now lost 2 on the bounce for only the second time under Arne Slot as well. And they've received some criticism over their performance. Arne Slot has made the point on numerous occasions so far this season that he expected an improvement in their levels of performance. But today he suggested that this goes back to the back end of last season as well, and a lack of goals from open play. So the underlying theme in today's news conference was that Liverpool now need to find solutions to the problems that opposing teams are causing for them.
I don't think we do things different. I do see teams doing a lot of things different to us. So the first part of last season, Jurgen gave me a lot of gifts, but one of the gifts he also gave me was ending up first the year before and 5th that year before. And him being so well known that a new manager came in and everybody thought, oh, let's start to play against Liverpool. And teams played in a completely different way in the first half of the season against us than they did when we were top of the league after the half of the season and when we were top of the Champions League after the first part of the season. And I can see this going now into the second half in this part of this season. And we have to find answers to that. And last season one was a set piece. Like many teams unlock low blocks with set pieces. And this season we haven't done that yet.
When it comes to goals, we'll obviously look at Mo Salah. Last season, he started with 3 and 3. In fact, it was 4 in his first 6 Premier League games as well. He also scored against West Ham in the League Cup and against Bologna in the Champions League. So far in the Premier League, it's 2 goals and 2 assists from 6 games. He also scored in the Champions League against Atletico Madrid. But looking at his numbers going into the back end of last season as well, then maybe there's a slight symptom there as well with regard to Liverpool's perceived lack of goals. And therefore, again, it's an improvement that Arne Slot is looking for.
I think also over there I see the same as the second part of last season, where he scored 12 goals, 5 from a penalty, 1 from a set piece, so 6 open play goals. So he is part of a team that faces different opposition than the first half of last season. Now you're focused on Mo, the next time we're focused on Florian, then we're focused on Cody. It's what I'm trying to say is that open play, we don't score as many open play goals anymore as we did the first part of last season. And this is something we work on very hard. And the more we will play together in the new setup, the better that will go.
We should also remember that Mo Salah only needs 2 goals to make it 250 for Liverpool, so he gets that opportunity against his former club this weekend, of course, as Liverpool look to avoid 3 straight defeats for the first time under Arne Slot.
Vinny, thank you very much for now. Let's go from the Liverpool side of things. Let's get the view from Chelsea. Gail Davis is there for us. Gail, good afternoon to you. Chelsea going into this game with a huge amount of injuries, especially in defence. Just how bad is it?
Yeah, very good afternoon. I mean, it feels weird, doesn't it, to be talking about the form of Liverpool and Chelsea going into this game. You mentioned those back-to-back defeats from Liverpool. Chelsea in the league have taken 1 point in their last 3 games, and in those games they've shipped 7 goals. So the last thing Enzo Maresca needs is an injury list, probably as long as the one that Chelsea have going into the game. It's 8 in all with injuries and suspensions, and when you look at the sort of players that aren't available. Trevor Chalobah, for example, having been sent off. Levi Colwill there, Toysin Fofana, and that's without the magic that Cole Palmer brings. It's definitely not the sort of build-up he would have liked to this last game before the international break against a side that just a couple of weeks ago he said it would be almost impossible to catch if they carried on playing at the level they were playing at. About 3 weeks ago, you said that it would be impossible for anybody to stop Liverpool.
You must misunderstanding me. If you review the interview, I said if they continue in the same way, that there were 5 games,
Yes.
5 wins. So if a team continue to win, win.
You still said the words, they'll be impossible to stop. So I wondered...
It's impossible to catch.
Impossible to catch. But you haven't had my question yet, so you don't actually know
Sorry.
what I'm going to ask you. I tend to find that a little bit more useful. Impossible to catch. Do you feel the last week has shown that there is a vulnerability about Liverpool this season?
There is vulnerability about any team in the world, not just Liverpool.
And Gail, Chelsea have had 3 red cards in their last 4 games as well. Have they got a disciplinary problem here?
3 red cards and 25 yellows. That's in the first 9 games of the season, and it has cost points. Maresca said it in the press conference today when he was reflecting on the first few weeks of the season. It's cost points already, and given that they now, without Trevor Chalobah for the game, they probably wanted to play him, he's going to have to rely on the youth. It could prove costly still, but saying that, he doesn't believe that his side have any problems in that department.
You have to analyze case for case. You know, when it's a red card for bad intention or for bad discipline, it's different compared to Man United red card or Brighton red card. In that case, it's just the decision that you have to take in 2 seconds, 3 seconds. Do I do foul or not? It's difficult. So we analyze case for case. Again, I don't see any discipline problem, even if we consider, I think, 3-4 red card. That is not something normal.
So he does admit it has cost certain points in certain games, and it's something clearly they'll want to address. As he did reflect on the first few weeks of the season, he said, yes, maybe we haven't got the points that we would have liked, and clearly there's a big injury list there. But he says, I've got to remind you, we're in October, and come the end of the season, he really believes slowly by slowly Chelsea are getting better, and they will be close come the end.
Gail, brilliant stuff for now. Thank you very much. Right, stay with us. Plenty of big names still to come here on Total Football. Next, we're going to be live to Manchester United and Arsenal ahead of speaking to both Ruben Amorim and Mikel Arteta.